Hi my dears, very good morning. How are you all? Okay, welcome to our English class. Today we are going to deal with our 5th chapter, The Wise Minister. So are you ready with your textbooks? Yes. Page number 34 of your English textbook. So today we are going to learn this lesson. So are you ready children? Shall we start? Yeah. So what do you think about a wise? What is meant by wise? Very clever. Very clever. Very clever. Minister means king. Minister means the king advisor is called as minister. The king advisor is called as minister. The king who works in the kingdom. So today we are going to learn about this lesson. So what is meant by observe? Observe. So now I am observing here. Shades are here, tables are here. So some persons are moving around. So that I am observing. So I am seeing, just seeing. I am just seeing that here is a table, here is a chair, that's it. Observe. Observe means to go more into it is called as observe. So here to observe is to look carefully. Here the lesson is about power of observation. Power of observation. So once there was a king and a minister. So the minister name is called as Chatur. The minister name is called as Chatur. What is the minister's name children here? Chatur. So this minister seems to know everything. This minister seems to know everything. So one day the king came to know the conclusion that the minister could read minds. The king understood that Chatur could read the mind. Read mind means what another person is thinking. So he can read his mind. So what another person is thinking in his mind, he can read the mind. Who is thinking that? The king is thinking that his minister is having the capacity of reading minds. But Chatur said, no, my dear king, I don't know any kind of mind reading. I am not having such kind of skill. But the king did not agree. Both quarreled. You know. No, I don't know. You know. No, I don't know. So they started quarreling each other. So one day the king could not believe that the king knows that he knows the reading of the mind. So the king want to prove. The king want to prove how whether Chatur knows to read mind or not. So one day both of them went on a riding. So they took two horses. On one horse the king is there. On the other horse the minister is there. So both of them were riding to a nearby forest. So when they are traveling to the forest, they saw a man. They saw a man on their riding. On the way to riding, they saw a man. So then the king asked, Chatur, did you see the man? Asked the king. Then Chatur said, yes sir, I can see the man there. Then, what do you think the man is doing there? What do you think the man is doing the work? What work? Now what the man is not. What work the man is doing? What do you think? Ask the king to Chatur. What work the man is doing? Can you find out? Ask the king to Chatur. Then Chatur said, yes sir, the man is a carpenter. Carpenter means who makes furniture out of wood. Who makes furniture out of wood. So the man said that, the Chatur said to the king that the man is a carpenter, your majesty, the man is a carpenter. And the king said, what is his name? The king asked to the minister again, what is his name? Craftily. The king asked, what is the meaning of crafty children? Cleverly. Then, what did Chatur say, The person's name is also the man. See, who is the third person here? Man. Man is a carpenter. Chatur said the man is a carpenter. Now again the king asked, what is his name? How could Chatur know the carpenter's name? But Chatur said his name also Chatur. His name also Chatur. His name also Chatur. Then, okay, very good, you said okay. So I think now the king said, I think the man was very hungry. Hungry means what? Feeling hungry in the stomach. When we are feeling hungry, we eat something to our stomach to fulfill our hunger. So now the king said, okay, I think the man is feeling some hungry. So you go and give him some money so that he could have eaten some food. What did the king say? So he could go and give him some money. I think he is looking hunger, so that he will buy some food and he will eat. Then Chatur said, no, my dear king, this person was not hungry. He ate sweets just now. He ate sweets just now. He was not hungry. So it is not necessary to give him any money. Then you appear to know a lot about a total stranger. Then the king said, so this person is a stranger. Stranger means who doesn't know about us. This person is a stranger. Then how could you know about this person? You said totally about this person. His name you said, his work you said, and you said that his stomach was full. So this means that you know how to read the mind. Asked the king. So they both went to their kingdom. So first what happened? They both went to the man now. You said that the man's name. You said the man's name and his work, and he felt he was completely full with his stomach. So now the king and the Chatur both went to the man, and they asked him, hello, what is your name? He said, my dear king, my name is Chatur. Then the king asked him, what is your work? Then the man said, my work is carpenter. My work is I am a carpenter, said the man. Then next he asked him, did you have anything now? Did you eat anything now? So here is our minister named Chatur. He is telling that you have eaten some sweets just now. Is he right or not? Then the person said, this man said, yes sir, just now I ate some sweets. So now what this fellow, the minister said is all correct. He is a carpenter and his name is Chatur and he just ate some sweets. So they both went and clarified their doubts that, and the same details came with the man. Now again they both came back to the forest. They both came back to the kingdom. Now the king called all the ministers in his kingdom, ministers and his courtiers, everybody, and they called and said, I told no, this Chatur is having the capacity of reading others' minds, but he didn't agree. So now he has read the man, read his mind, so that now I am going to agree that he is having the capacity of reading minds. Then Chatur said, my dear king, I don't have any capacity to read any minds. Then the king asked, how did you know that the man is a carpenter and his name is Chatur and he ate some sweets? How did you find out? Tell me, said the king. Then Chatur said, my dear king, it is just an observation. I am not having any kind of mind reading. I just observed it carefully. What observation did Chatur do, you know? How did he know his name was Chatur? Because when the man is standing there and doing some work, the king called him Chatur. The king called his minister Chatur. So that time the man also turned towards the king. So by this understood that the minister understood that his name also Chatur. So if your name is Kiran or Kiran or Hari or something, your name is there. If somebody calls you Hari, if two Haris are there, all the Haris will turn towards the person who called. In the same way, when the king called his minister as Chatur, the man also turned to the king. By that I came to know that his name also Chatur. Then the king asked, how did you find out his work? Then the king said, he is testing the trees. Only a carpenter is having the capacity of testing the trees. So that I came to know he is a carpenter. Then third question, how did you come out to know that he has eaten the sweets? Sir, flies are moving around him. So that I came to know that he had just eaten some sweets because there are chipping of flies. Flies are buzzing. See here, flies are buzzing. When we eat any kinds of sweet, flies will buzz. So here he is checking the trees. Checking the capacity of the trees. So that I came to know that he know about the stranger. So the Chatur said without any angriness, he said that, so by these things, by this observation, I came to know that this man's name, his work and what he had eaten. This is only because of the observation, my dear king. I did not read any kind of mind. I am not having the capacity of reading the mind. So this is about the thing we are knowing. Understood? So if you are observing anything carefully, you can know it. There is no special skill of mind observing or mind reading. Understood, children? So you understood about the lesson about the wise king who is having the capacity of observing carefully. So this is the kingdom. So this is both the minister and the king, they were traveling. So here is the man, he is also known as Chatur. So here they are discussing in the kingdom. Okay, you have to read the textbook and you will understand more about this lesson. Okay children, see you, bye, thank you.